What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Volts Comics and More. I'm Alex, and today we are going to be going over Iron Man Hong Kong Heroes #1. This is actually just a Marvel one-shot type deal, where it's not really going to be continuing. There's nothing really before it, and as a matter of fact, you can even say that it's not really a part of anything that's going on right now in the comics, because right now in the comics you have in Legacy the search for Tony Stark, which is going on, continuing right now still, as you can see there. And then you have into Thor, getting into the Hulk, but yeah, so right now Tony Stark is actually still missing in the comics. So this whole thing with the Hong Kong Heroes is actually something totally separate. You also see everything happening with Captain America, and after that whole thing with Hydra that went on, he's still trying to find his way, and so you don't see any of those kinds of problems in the Hong Kong Heroes. You also run into the Hulk. You also run into War Machine, who has both spoiler alert, but they both died. Normally that'd be one for the bloopers. Anyway, they both died in the Civil War II storyline. Right now you have Frank Castle as the Punisher War Machine. And you have the Hulk currently trying to make his comeback in Avengers No Surrender Part 10. So you kind of have a little bit of storyline differences there for Iron Man Hong Kong Heroes. But it is featuring the debut of an all-new armored hero, and there you can see Tony Stark's pretty much his original armor. It's not even his newer bleeding edge technology armor that he has for like the Invincible Iron Man series. So all in all, it is a very different series that's going on here, and like I said, this is more of a Marvel one-shot type thing. And when you dive into it, it just kind of gives you a brief summary about his origin story. And it goes down to mention the writers, the artists, letters, all that, all of them. And they did an excellent, everybody on here did an excellent job. Iron Man created by Stan Lee, Larry Lieber, and Don Heck, and Jack Kirby. So, but those were the original creators, obviously. But everybody did such a great job on the storyline and on the artwork. It's very different. Here, I'll show you. It's very much a 3D type artwork here. So basically, the story starts off with Doctor Strange, and he is collecting ancient artifacts, actually dark artifacts. And here's another thing that was mentioned in the comics, was for Doctor Strange. He has full magic power. This is not anything tied into when the Imperial attacked, and I think I explained all of that in my other Doctor Strange videos that I'd done a while back. But yeah, this is a very different Doctor Strange that you see here, that has his full magic abilities and has not gone through that. So this story you can either consider to be not even a part of the Marvel Universe, and that it's a part of the Marvel Universe, but not a part of the universe that is going on right now with all the problems and everything. Or you can just kind of consider it as an earlier story that was never really told, and it's just kind of coming out now. So you got Doctor Strange here, obtaining an artifact. You have Baron Mordo and Arnim Zola both working together to find all these artifacts as well. And he actually, Mordo has imbued dark magic into Arnim Zola's robots and made him powerful enough to take on even Doctor Strange. And he wants... What Mordo wants is the portal to the Nexus. And Doctor Strange basically led him right to it because, as it's explaining here, Mordo had placed a few tracking spells on these dark relics that Doctor Strange has been collecting. So, basically, Doctor Strange ends up separating the globes by casting a teleportation spell. Mordo tells him that he has little hope, and Doctor Strange replies with, "A little is all I need." And he goes on to admit that his abilities do not fare well against technology, so he sends it to Earth to the man with the plan, Iron Man. So basically, there's a Stark Expo going on in Hong Kong, and Iron Man wanted to make his grand entrance, so he had T'Challa and Dr. Bruce Banner create not really a distraction, but kind of stalling so that he could make his wonderful grand entrance. And talking about Wakandan technologies and gamma radiation. And here we have the introduction of the all-new Stark armor with the other introduction to Stark Industry Asia's Vice President, Wendy Wong, who is this girl right here. And this is her sister, Arwen. And basically she's trying to talk her sister into going, this is Arwen. She's trying to talk her sister, Wendy, into going on the stage to basically, as you see here, introducing the new Stark armor. So she is the one that's going to be wearing the Stark armor, and she is actually the one that is, I'll get a little bit of a wider shot for you. She is the one that is actually trying to just talk her into it. And basically, I'll explain the armor for you. It's the Stark Emergency Response Exosuit, Series X for short. So on to explain that the revolutionary prototype soft exosuit is made with smart diamond nanothreads, enabling a streamlined design while providing Iron Man-like armor protection and one-size-fits-all capability. Gear can be customized by the owner or by the needs of the wearer. After receiving a command remote outboard, components will home in on the suit attaching to allow for ultimate customization. So there you go, a little bit about the suit that will be worn by Wendy here shortly. And you kind of have in the background here, this is at the Victoria Harbor, where Arnim Zola and Baron Mordo are coming to because of the tracking spell. And Baron Mordo is going to be cloaking the ship, as you see here. Casts a cloaking spell now, and he replies, "Let's consider it done." And in smaller print, he goes, "And once I have the portal nexus, my need for your help will be done as well." And of course, leaving Arnim Zola completely in the dark about what he just said, explaining that it was merely him casting the spell. So the ship is cloaked, and basically you got all these robots coming down here, and he's getting T'Challa and the Hulk involved in all of this. And of course, ultimately pretty much bringing the Avengers together, as you'll see later on here, where Doctor Strange brings in Hawkeye, Black Widow, War Machine, and Captain America himself. But before all that, we get a detailed look at the suit on Wendy here. She is fully, as the suit is fully formed, and her sister has just realized that she is a member of S.H.I.E.L.D. S.H.I.E.L.D. Command Agent Arwen Wong. Containment team is evacuating civilians. I will recover the object of interest. So going back to here, I apologize. I got the two sisters mixed up. It's actually her that is in the suit, and not her, because she's the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. I kind of got the two of them mixed up, so I do apologize about that. But yes, it is her that is in the suit. So just to kind of clear that up, because I know I kind of switched that around. So anyway, we get some nice shots of the suit in action. Baron Mordo then discusses with Iron Man that all they want is the Portal Nexus to stay out of their way. And Tony Stark replies simply with, now, can we just skip to the part where you lose and we all call it a day? And of course, that does not settle well with any of them. T'Challa replies with, magic robots, that's a thing. And Stark is saying, I guess so, but my armor isn't built for robot hocus pocus. And, this is where the fact that Doctor Strange needed help earlier with the technology of all this sense. However, Iron Man is discovering that he needs help with all of this magic sort of sense. Which brings us back here to this spot where Doctor Strange, as he replies here, as Sorcerer Supreme, I will see justice done. My friends are here to ensure of that. That's when you see Hawkeye, Black Widow, War Machine, and Captain America. Again, the artwork on all of these are incredible, because I really do like the 3D make out on his entire suit, and on everybody in general, I should say. Stark ends up taking off the training wheels for the new suit, and you see she gets a little bit of an upgrade there as she's working with her sister Arwen. I apologize. Wendy. I don't know why I keep getting those two names mixed up. But anyway. She's working with her sister Wendy to unlock the boost mode. You have Doctor Strange saying, my apologies, Tony. I sent the Portal Nexus here in hopes you could stop their magic machines of magic. I don't fare well against technology. And he replies with, ditto with my tech on magic. Then shortly they find out that they are outnumbered in many places, 50 miles away, 20 miles away. Multiple attacks on robots around Hong Kong. And Doctor Strange explains that he'll teleport the Avengers to them. Mordo can't imbue them with magic unless he sees them. So there you kind of have Mordo is at a very disadvantage in that sense, with his robots 50 miles away and 20 miles away. But you still have the problem with that is kind of basically right in their face, with the ship that was once cloaked and is now uncloaked, obviously, and is also now a giant magic robot. So here you have all the Avengers, Captain America, War Machine, Black Panther, Hawkeye, and Black Widow all being teleported to one specific place. And then shortly they return to concentrate their attack as Zola replies with, "You will not stop Hydra from learning the secrets of the Dark Dimension. The Portal Nexus will be ours." And if you can guess what's going to happen here. And if your guess was, "To me, my X-Men," obviously you would be wrong. And no, it was not. With great power comes great responsibility either. Or Hulk smash. Alright, by now I assume it's getting a little annoying. So, if you guessed Avengers Assemble, you would be right. And I assume you did. So, big moment for her being able to say Avengers Assemble, their battle cry, which kind of leads you into guessing that she is an Avenger now. However, he just replies with Arwen Wong, the armored hero of Hong Kong. Before I forget to show you how the final battle ended, power transfer complete. Tony Stark ends up opening up his chest plate, and it's pretty much like a giant laser shooting out with all power diverted to his specific arc reactor with a blinding power. As he replies with, "Now that's why I call a repulsor beam." Doctor Strange takes his chance, as it doesn't really say where he takes them, except that he will keep the Portal Nexus safe. Tony Stark explains that he can call the repulsor cannon field test a success. I think we need to tinker a bit with the power output. Later at Stark Tower, Hong Kong, you see them just basically talking amongst themselves at their little victory party here. And Tony Stark starts explaining that he believes that Hong Kong could use a hero, a sister team up at that. He explains all she needs is a cool name, and you're halfway there. And then we get to the question, does this make me an Avenger? Let's start with Arwen Wong, the armored hero of Hong Kong. And that is just the beginning. Beginning of the end of the story, that is. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this comic. Definitely check it out if you ever get a chance. Again, Iron Man, Hong Kong Heroes. I could definitely see them going somewhere with this storyline. I don't know if she's going to end up appearing in a future comic for Iron Man, and then they make a reference to everything that's happened here. Who knows? But it's definitely going to be exciting to see what they do with this all-new hero and how they move forward with everything. It's just a cool one-shot that very different team-up than what you normally see. Technology versus magic type thing. And, yeah. Anyway, as I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.